All right, welcome back, everybody. It is another Monday night, so it is hashtag TFR Motivation Monday time. So thank you for joining us. We are so excited for tonight because we had such a phenomenal experience last week at corporate that we wanted to introduce you to someone special. But first, we want to go through some really quick announcements, all right? So first of all, we've got LifeVantage Academy. If you're not pre-registered, get it done. LifeVantageAcademy.com is where you need to go. Find the location near you, get registered, and get your team pre-registered. This is $6.25 an hour, training by elite and master distributors on how you too can be successful. So go there, get it done. So let me share my screen with you really fast because we did something really cool today. We made an announcement on the Pro 4 and above
leadership call.
Yes. So let's go full screen here. New format. So you can pretend right now this is a special treat for those of you.
Yeah, but on the call this morning.
Well, but if you're not even a Pro 4, this is a special treat for you too. So Pro 4 and above call. This is what it looked like this morning. All right. You can see the date there, August 27th, 2018. But what it is we're changing it up. It's going to be completely different, and we're excited for you guys to know what it is. So if you are a Pro 4 and above, you've got to be on these calls, and if you're not there yet, you have got to work really hard to get yourself to Pro 4. So it's going to be a new call, a new format, and the first one is going to be when?
It's going to be September 1st. Was that Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday, September 1st. So it's changing from a Monday format to a 1st and
25th
of the month.
Yeah, so I love this because what it's going to be is on the 1st, we're really going to be focusing on your goals and how to really accomplish everything that you want to accomplish in the month, what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and how much to do it to accomplish all of the things that you set out to do in the month. And then on the 25th, what is it going to be?
It's after the last auto ship. Last
subscription
has run. It's going to let you know where your business is trending. So what you can do to get people rank advanced, get them to Paysetter Pro 2, Pro 3, get them qualified for the Ireland incentive trip, and just take control of your business after the last subscription has run for the month. So you know exactly where you need to go to get the ranks you need to get people in your group qualified, get them rank advanced, and you know exactly where you are. So for the 1st and the 25th, starting next month in September, which is actually less than a week away.
Saturday. Yeah, so it's really cool, guys. So what you need to do, because I know you're all on top of your calendar because you run it, you don't let it run you, right? So you've got your phone, you've got your desk calendars. Go and change these calls from Monday morning to now the 1st and the 25th. The time is going to be 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So 10 Pacific, it'll be 12 Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Get it in your calendar. Next.
The Ireland incentive trip. You're going to see me river dance with a Guinness in both hands. One for me, one for Marcy, one for whoever. But you're going to see it happen in Ireland.
But we just wanted to make sure all of you knew that the Ireland incentive trip tracker is now up in your back office. You can go and check it out in your virtual office. It's on the right-hand side in the quick links, and it is also live for all of the details at LifeVantage.com, or you can go to TeamFreedomReigns.com for all of the details under promotions, because we want everybody to be there with us.
Everybody needs
And
to
how can we
witness
earn
that.
points?
We can earn points many ways. You can earn, first of all, you might as well just put it on your calendar to be at convention in October in Salt Lake City and get 100 points. Get 10% of the qualifying necessity out of the way just by showing up. And not that that's a consolation prize. You're going to be getting all kinds of cool stuff by showing up. Like you show up for your business, to show up for your team, to show up for your legacy that you're building. But you also, in the commitment, you get 100 points towards 1,000 for Tier 1 qualification for Ireland. So make it happen. But you can get up to 400 points by doing what?
Enrolling people. Daily activities. So make sure that you're inviting new people, following up, getting this presentation in front of as many people as possible. And you get points for customers, for distributors, and just basically for doing the things you're supposed to be doing to build your business. Because you will rank advance, you'll help your team rank advance, and you get points for all of the proper behaviors. I love it. Now, one thing I want to point out on here is you can go to LifeVantage.com, upcoming events, make sure that you get registered. But as you can see, if you haven't gotten registered yet, you've already missed out on the lowest price. Because what is waiting to?
Cost you more money every single time.
So right now it's $249 up until October 23rd. And from that point at the door, it will be $299. So let's make sure that we get everybody pre-registered so they're on track to earn that 100 points for the Ireland incentive trip. So those are the announcements. So let's go ahead and stop this share. because we've really got an amazing guest on with us tonight. Because like we said, we had the experience of going up and being in Salt Lake City at our corporate offices with some great team members that have been working really, really hard. And we're looking forward to bringing them on hopefully next week to share their stories. But what we did was participate in the red carpet experience. And we have, who do we have? You can introduce Taylor for us.
We have Taylor Worre, the director of new distributor experience, a new leader experience at LifeVantage. And forgive me, Taylor, if I messed up your title there. But just suffice to say, this guy, when Eric Worre gets introduced, they go, "Oh, you're Taylor's dad. What was your name again?" That's what we're looking at. This is the caliber of person that, and let's just kind of give Taylor's resume. I'll just give it a brief situation. The guy was brought up in network marketing, born into the network marketing profession, knows the who's who of the industry, was part of an amazing television broadcast station, hung out with friends like Les Brown and Darren Hardy and Jim Rohn. Those were his playmates. When the rest of us were playing with bullies or being bullied, this is who this guy was playing with growing up. And he's a legend in the industry, in the making, and we are blessed at LifeVantage to have him. But here's what I want to say about Taylor, is that the guy obviously has an incredible background, has an incredible skill set. But I've never seen him work in action in his capacity until this past week. And I've never been involved in another company's red carpet experience, if they have, or their equivalent. But I would venture to say there isn't anybody better because of what Taylor brings to the table. And I just wanted to tell you, Taylor, from participating in that, thank you so much. We are blessed beyond belief to have somebody of your caliber representing our name, our brand, but yourself personally, what you bring to this profession. You could have gone anywhere. And you did it. You came to LifeVantage and proudly represent this company and this industry, and there isn't any better. But the way you did that experience, we watched you for 2 straight days, was masterful.
It was phenomenal. Yeah, it was phenomenal.
What Malcolm Gladwell talks about in his book Outliers, mastery, 10,000 hours. You've got 30-something years invested in this industry and invested in yourself. And thank you, my friend, for not only agreeing to be on our call as our special guest, but bringing what you bring, the caliber of leadership and who you are to this company. It just speaks volumes. Thank you so much.
And on top of that, the sacrifice that you had to make to even be on the call. You're still in Minnesota where you've been with your family, and weather has kept you from even getting back to Salt Lake, and yet you were still able to find a way to be on. So thank you so very much, Taylor.
Thank you for being that sacrificial leader.
Of course. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on, guys. I love getting on. We had so much fun the last few days last week, and it was such a great honor to have you guys in and really get started some incredible new leaders here at the company that are going to do some incredible things. And so it was so great, and I'm just excited to be here and share whatever I can to help you and your team further their success here at LifeVantage.
Well, I would really love to start with your story. Can you share your background? Can you share who Taylor Worre is? Because you are your own man, and you have made yourself into a phenom in this industry.
Of course. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Those are very kind words. But the reality is I am a dad. I am a single father, first and foremost, to my amazing son, Ethan. He is my why and my everything, but that is the core of who I am. But my story is very different than most. I was raised in this profession. Like I tell people, I'm a 3rd-generation network marketing professional. This is all I've ever known. And so very blessed to be raised in this industry. My father had a television network, like you said, throughout the 90s that was all based on nothing but personal development and living a better life. It was called TPN, the People's Network, and it was a great television network with nothing but the best of the best when it comes to bettering your life and personal development, gurus on that network. And so yeah, I was blessed. I was able to spend a lot of time with some of those people at a very young age. And then from there on out, when I was 18 years old, I joined my first network marketing business 9 days after I turned 18. And May 1st of 2000 and whatever, I don't know, a long time ago. And so that was the start of my journey. I was the youngest regional director in the company's history at the time, and built a great business. Ended up moving over to the corporate side of that company, where I was a director of events. Spent then the next 10 years in and around the profession doing production work, for an amazing production company based out of Las Vegas called Cash Media Works Production. And did some amazing stuff working with the top 1% of our profession, helping them tell their stories and getting their brand created. And so that was a lot of fun. I worked on the marketing and swag side. I've worked as the international director of communications for a different network marketing company, been a business coach and an advisor for some companies. And so just blessed, and to now have what will be my final role as the director of new leader experience with LifeVantage is just a blessing. It's so exciting to be here because it's such a, I tell people all the time, it really is just a perfect storm. There's so many great things that are happening right now, and with or without, I tell people, without malice or without any negativity at all, but it's happening with or without you. We want you to be here with us. We want you to be a part of this and take whatever piece of this matters to you the most. But it's happening regardless. This wave is coming. And so I was able to kind of spot that out, having the ability to sit down with Darren Jensen about 8 months ago and make the decision to come over here. And so it's all I've known. I've been very blessed. This profession is given me just about everything I've ever known to come and love. So it is it's been a giant blessing on my life, but I tell people all the time, you have to put 10,000 hours, like you said, to call yourself a professional at anything. The thing that I love about network marketing is our 10,000 hours, our education comes in the form of personal development. And the other cool thing about our education is we get to get paid while we learn. And so those are two things that you can't really, there's a million other benefits to network marketing if you have that entrepreneurial bone in your body. But ultimately, that's what I really love about all of this profession, and especially with LifeVantage. And so I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you. So on that note, why LifeVantage? What did you see that really was like, okay, this is my home and this is where I'm going to stay?
Yeah, it was a lot of things. And I mean, we've I've touched on them a lot. The big things that and I'll breeze over a couple of them because the reality is everyone knows about the products, even if you're brand new with LifeVantage. What I'll tell you guys, I guess I'll go into a little bit of detail, but for me, the products are a very big deal. And the fact that you at LifeVantage do not have to, in my opinion, sell anything. I tell people all the time, if you ever feel like you're selling products, I feel like you're probably doing something wrong. The reality is our job is to open the door. That is all our job is to do, to open the door to as many people as possible, whether they choose to walk through or not is completely predicated on their life decisions, and hold no emotional weight in yourself and on your own with those decisions that other people are making. I think so many times people get bogged down on everyone else's decision. You made yours, let them make theirs. Yeah. And so that's, the products are unbelievable. I think I tell everyone all the time, you need to have a defining moment on the products. That's why I always, some people preach different things, and I never try to get too preachy when it comes on how to build your business, because lots of people have their systems, and I don't want to encroach on anyone's system. But the reality is, I think we can all agree that we need to be customer factories. I think that how can you expect someone to go out and blow up your business without having a defining moment on these products? I personally, I just don't know. A very, very seasoned professional, maybe. But even them, it still comes off as it only goes so far. So for me, I had the defining moments. My mother was on these products for 4 days, called me up and said, my dermatologist, my doctor can't explain what's going on. This is incredible. My grandmother on these products. You guys know that my grandmother's a distributor here with LifeVantage, building a business and doing some amazing stuff. But those were some big defining moments for me when I was able to bless my family. Axio is a game changer for me. I drink about 6 Axios a day, if not more. So I love those. Yeah, I love the product. I am a product of the product. I love the products. And so for me, I tell people all the time, I'm bulletproof. I'm untouchable. I'm just like you guys. You can't touch me, because the products have made such a big defining difference in my life that far greater than anything I've ever been a part of before. And so the products were a big thing. The next thing I looked at was the corporate structure. The corporate structure was huge for me. The fact that LifeVantage, that you guys, everyone on this call, anyone listening to this that's a part of LifeVantage, you can know and rest assured that your company is being, because that's what we get into network marketing for. I tell people all the time, the corporate office, we are the guys and the guys, men and women that take care of all the back end so that you have the ability to go out there and get to just expose this opportunity. You don't have to worry about the finance. You don't have to worry about the operations and the opening of new countries. You don't have to worry about the new product categories. And you don't have to worry about, product shipping on time or getting paid on time. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You don't have to have all this sitting in your garage and ship it out to people. That's the beauty of network marketing. But if you have a network marketing company where the corporate team is being ran by people that do not understand our profession, that is where so many companies get in trouble, because I will tell you that even with the most amazing products and even with the most amazing field, without the right corporate structure, you have a glass. You have a ceiling to how high you can go. It's not a glass ceiling. It's very much a real ceiling of how high you can get to. And so with LifeVantage, the fact that the top 20 executives of this company and general managers around the world have over 330 years of combined network marketing experience. It's an average of 16.5 years per person of professional network marketing experience. Most of these guys are in their 40s, some in their 50s. But I mean, the reality is as most of their professional career has been spent dedicated to network marketing, dedicated to doing what we do. And so for me, that was a very important thing. And so the fact that these guys are rock solid, I respect Darren Jensen, Justin Rose. I mean, people that never get mentioned, like Steve Fife and Dr. Natalie Chevreau, our lead scientist, my direct superior, Dave Fleming, or Callie Mott, Kelly Rich, the whole field development team. I mean, there's so many people a part of this team that have just, you ask them their resume, and when I'm giving people tours, it literally feels like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. I'm like, a lifetime of being in this profession, been with this company, this company, this company, this company, this company, done incredible things, taken this company to $1 billion, whatever it might be. So they all have these incredible resumes. And then from there, I went to the field. The culture at LifeVantage is, in my opinion, one of the strongest cultures I've ever seen in my entire life. The reality, you guys see it every day. You guys are a part of it. We just need to spread the word to the world, because everyone that's a part of LifeVantage feels it and knows it. And so the culture is true. It is, like Darren says, we are not based on bikinis and Lamborghinis. That is not what we are about. We are about real life. We are about time freedom. We are about legacy. We're about, family. We're about the real things that I believe people originally started doing this business for. And then along this whole digital age, and everyone could show all the stuff that they, have up on social media, it got into these big checks, all of a sudden equated these big egos. I tell people all the time, one of my favorite things is we have a dozen $1 million earners at LifeVantage, and most of the profession will never know their name.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not up there going, look at how much money I made. Look at my brand new car. They're spending time with their families every day.
Yes.
They're living the lives that they want to live every day. And those lives don't entail walking around and telling everyone about how great they are.
Exactly.
It's so important, you guys. And so they lead by example. There's true servant leadership here at LifeVantage. And so that was the biggest thing. And then opportunity and timing. We've all felt what the last 7 months have felt like, and the few months before that, leading up to that. And so it has been such an exciting ride to watch everyone check back in and get excited again. And, see this new app that's come out and these new videos that are coming out and all this new momentum that's starting to swell. And so we are at this point where it is, we are a $200+ million a year company in infancy. And we are just about to go on one of the biggest runs that I know for sure this company's ever seen. Yes. And so it's going to be very fun, very exciting. But for me, it is all the things that you want to have in a company are here at LifeVantage. Yeah. Truly. Everything I could ever ask for is here. And to have the honor and the ability to be able to work with incredible leaders like yourself, and to be able to do everything in my power to take anything that I've been given and blessed with along this life and share it with others, so that those too can potentially take some of those lessons I've been given and be blessed by them. is my greatest joy.
We are so thankful and grateful to you. Seriously, your heart. And so we were up there with you for a couple days last week, and the red carpet program, the experience. Can you please share why it's so important we look for leaders, especially because of the timing and where we're at in the trends and where we're moving, and explain who can qualify, what it's for, and what you do in a quick amount of time, because we try to keep these calls to 30 minutes, but we'll give you a few.
For sure. So real fast on red carpet, I mean, just so everyone's aware, I always tell people, number one, and this is important, I say this to everybody, and so I'm not singling anybody out, but the reality is at LifeVantage, we are not poachers. And I want that more so because I know that this is going to be recorded and shared with others. I want that to be heard by the entire world, that we at LifeVantage are not poachers. I tell people all the time, if LifeVantage is the only company that wins, we lose.
Right.
We need lots of good network marketing companies out there, multiple billion-dollar companies with amazing products or services to elevate our profession so that we too can continue to elevate. And so I tell people all the time when they come to me and say, oh, Taylor, I have this friend, makes 6-7 figures right now. Unbelievable. But, they're so happy where they're at right now. I can't wait to show them LifeVantage. And I'm like, really? Well, wait till they see what we have. And it's like, well, I get it. I get where you're coming from, but there's a different approach. And so ultimately what I want to be, my mission statement for my job and my life at LifeVantage is to be a lighthouse. My goal is to be a place of safe harbor for those that are incurring rough seas, for those that their ship is falling apart, for those that are truly looking for a safe place to call home. That is who I want to talk to. That is who I want to attract, those that really want one last home, that want to do this one more time. And so that's what we look for through the red carpet program, is those network marketing professionals that have created a 6 to 7 figure yearly income that can prove it with a 1099. That is what we look for. And so the red carpet program is designated just for those people. And I tell people all the time, the faster you can get me on the call with someone that you have in that world that's looking for that stuff, the better. Let me get on, let me do, because we're going to need to eventually have the conversation. Let's do it earlier rather than later, because again, no offense to anyone on this call, and I know that I mean no offense to you, as you guys, the Nettles, but the reality is I'm able and willing to ask a lot of the questions that most people are afraid to ask. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of questions that we need to know the answer to when it comes to these leaders, and a lot of the time it's a intimidating question to ask someone straight up, what was your check last month? It's a very, it's an intimidating question to ask these very real questions. And a lot of the time, I can ask them without fear and make it really easy for you guys to be that third party. Let me be your third party validation. And so the red carpet program is designated just to really court those 6 and 7 figure earners that are looking for a final home. I don't want to get into too many specifics of the program because we get into those as we go. But if you have someone that is interested, I always tell people my email is very simple. It's tworre@lifevantage.com. Send me an email. Let me know how we can connect and what I can do to help you, get that person on the phone and potentially get them into the company. But yeah, once everything is vetted, once everything is done, and we've got that leader that's secured, you get to come in like Marcy and Dondi and have a fun couple days with us where we bring, these leaders into the office. We fly them in, we put them up in a nice hotel. We, have a nice car, pick them up from the airport. We give them a very nice executive tour of the office. They get a nice gift bag with product and swag, and they get a chance to sit down with Darren Jensen, our CEO, and our other C-level positions, as well as some of the executives from the company, and hear about how they're going to be taken care of and supported here at LifeVantage, and hear about some of the amazing things that we're doing going forward. And so that is really, red carpet is all about giving people a little bit of a look behind the curtain, because most of these big earners have the ability to move large amounts of volume, and so they need to be able to see certain things and how that's going to work. So we always want to let people know they're not really getting, I tell people all the time, we don't do any upfront money at LifeVantage. So it's very important that you understand that nobody that comes in through this program is getting anything that you wouldn't be getting truly as a distributor. It's just we're giving them a chance as a network marketing professional that has proven results to come take a look behind the curtain and get to have a chance to make sure that this is a safe place for them to come and bring their teams. And so that's really what we have here with the Red Carpet program. It's an amazing program. We have dozens, over 100 people that were working through this program and that have been through this program. And so it's a great asset to the company. I'm honored to be a part of the program. And I truly, like I said, if you have anyone that's interested, please reach out to me and let me know how I can help get on the phone with them and get those first couple calls out of the way.
You are so amazing. So one thing I wanted to just clarify too, so everybody understands, is that yes, it needs to be 6 figures in the past 3 to 5 years in network marketing, okay, for them to be able to participate. And then Taylor, if you could just clarify, do you have to be any certain rank to be able to participate in this program?
No, not at all. And so I'm glad you said that. And first of all, I want to say why we do that, why they have to be in network marketing. I tell people a lot that this program is built to assist those network marketing professionals with their first 6 months of business. Those that know how to build an organization, this is built to assist them in their first 6 months. If someone is making 6 figures, say at, a Wells Fargo or something like that, and they're like, hey, I want to, I'm a high banker, I'm a banking executive, I want to come into this program. It just doesn't equate because we swim in different waters. And so it's important that they understand how to build a business, what our profession entails. Direct marketing, I just saw your comment, Lizzie. Direct marketing, it depends. It really depends. If they have an understanding of the profession and email me. If you've got someone in that world, email me. Direct marketing, maybe. Let's talk about it. Let's chat. Send me an email and we'll chat about it. But definitely, we're looking for those network marketing professionals. And then what was the second part of the...
Do you need to be any certain rank to be?
No, you do not. And so one of my favorite stories, the first red carpet I brought in came in through a Pro 2 or a Pro 3 up in Canada, an amazing lady that, and that's what I tell people all the time, is when it comes to red carpet leaders, make sure that if they're the top 1%, this is going to get into a little bit of very quick. But just when you're looking to talk to a red carpet, what I'll tell you is most of the 1% in our profession is consistently giving. If you look at the Nettles, giving constantly. They are very, very rarely getting. They're all very, very constantly giving. And so what I tell people, when you're going after, not going after, but you have a top 1%er that you're interested in talking to, the last thing that you should be doing is saying, hey, take a look at this ABC primetime video. Just understand that the top 1% swim in different waters. They've played in these waters for a long time, longer than most of you have. And so just understand that what you need to do with them is find a way to become an asset in their life. I guarantee you that if someone sent Dondi and Marcy a package and said, hey, we're friends, I'm part of a company, you're a part of a company, I'm never going to try to recruit you, but these products that I take over my company are amazing, and I just wanted to send you some because I respect you guys as leaders, I guarantee you that they are going to go, number one, holy cows, that's so thoughtful. Number two, they're probably going to use the stuff, maybe even become preferred customers. I tell you guys right now, I am preferred customer with 7 or 8 different network marketing companies. I support my friends all over this profession. And it is my greatest honor to do so. I think that when you support people, you truly show that you care about their business. And in turn, if you're ever in a spot where you need it, they'll be there for you. But ultimately, when it comes to the top 1%, you need to be an asset into their life. Imagine just sending them a vitality stack, because that is exactly what happened with this, my first red carpet that I brought on. This little Pro 3, amazing, great lady up in Canada, literally sent this Jennifer, who is at the time making $30,000 a month in another network marketing company, said, hey, I would never try to recruit you in a million years, but I know how much you love your dogs. Your dogs are like your children. Jennifer had 11 Alaskan Malamutes. She ran dog sledding dogs up in Canada. And she said, I know how much you love your dogs. Would you be okay if I just sent you some products? These products that my company has are amazing for animals. Would love to get them in your hands just so you can try them with your dogs. Jennifer says, of course, I would love. So she sends her out some, has such a great result that Jennifer ends up becoming a preferred customer. Lo and behold, 6 months later, Jennifer's check goes from $30,000 a month down to like $3,000. No one knows this on social media. No one's talking. She's not going up there telling the world about this. So when she goes to look for a new opportunity because she needs to, who do you think she reached out to? All the people that are inboxing her videos?
No.
Or the person that 6 months ago just said, I care about you.
Yeah.
You matter to me. So let me bless your life in the best way that I can with these products that my company has that are scientifically proven to do good.
Absolutely.
And so I think that is something to always keep in mind. You never know who you can touch. You never know who you can bless. Never discredit yourself or disqualify yourself from anything, because the reality is it's just about making that right opportune connection, and then just being able to be an asset in their life, just choosing to care about them. And I think that you'll see some really truly amazing things happen. So
wow,
yeah,
it's gold.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Taylor. There's something that I needed to absolutely say about what we witnessed at this red carpet event, and being first-time network marketers and having no expectations about what it could be or what it was, but having some expectations of what we thought it would be. We were pleasantly surprised on two things. First is what it wasn't that we thought it was likely going to be. And that was a look behind the curtain that this is who we are and do our peacock show. This is who we are and kind of pound our chest at LifeVantage. It wasn't that at all. It was from a very humble perspective, but it was more like we were interviewing them to see whether they were even worthy to join us, and not to be judgmental. But sometimes there's just people that come in that are just not looking, that don't want to swim in our waters, or they have different objectives and they just don't fit. That was the first thing. The other is how intimate it was, and how it just came in and which is so matter-of-factly, and the way you handled it with every one of them, and everybody did, but since you're our special guest, I wanted to just compliment you on how you handled the questions and how you handled the sharing of information and listening, asking them questions and listening. And you had all four people that were part of our organization, or it could be, that brought people to the table. All four of them were out of the industry for a while, and three of them were top earners in other companies, but kind of got jaded about the profession, not because of the limitations of it, but because of what could happen. Like the example you just gave, a check going from $30,000 a month to $3,000 a month. But it's also, it gave me, and Marcy and I have talked about it, gave us the incredible belief, elevated our belief, is that what happens to other companies, to see those types of things happening when they're not publicly traded and something's been going on, it gets exposed, and then before you know it, the company's gone. Or the products just are Me Too products, or they held the secret for a while until they were exposed, and others brought the wrong people. And so I just want to say how impressed I was with you specifically, and everybody for that matter, but how it went. It was an interviewing of them rather than them interviewing us, which is what I thought it was going to be. And you guys just handled it perfectly. And looks like there's going to be 3 people coming out of retirement to be the newest leaders at LifeVantage. So thank you for that. And thank you for the incredible professionalism you and the entire corporate team bring to this event. It was truly amazing.
Well, it is truly a team effort, and I will always above and beyond thank the team, because my role is I get to play kind of the master of ceremonies, I guess, of sorts. I'm the facilitator, kind of running around making sure everything gets done. But the from Darren Jensen to Ryan Goodwin to Dr. Natalie, I mean, being in there for over an hour, sharing about all the questions and answers when it comes to the products and the science behind them and why certain things were done the way they were done. They are the true rock stars of this company, and it's so awesome. It makes my job so easy because I just get to tee them up, and they get to come in and deliver such incredible content from the marketing side of where we're heading, to the science side, to the vision side, to the support side, to the recognition side. It really is, it like I said, it makes my job so easy. I appreciate you saying all those words, but it is, I could do nothing without them. They are and always so amazing. And it's been the most fun last 7 months. because really, it really has. I mean, going on 7-8 months, time has flown by. You know, and we've got Puerto Vallarta coming up in just a few weeks, and we got Global coming up after that. Like they said, if you are not registered for Global Convention, you need to be there. I promise you, this will be an event that will literally and can be, if you are purposeful about your attendance, can be a defining moment that 10 years from that event, you could be walking across the stage at literally any rank you choose to be and telling your story about how at that event you decided to grab the wave, you decided to paddle with everyone else, you decided to hop on and change your stars and live a legacy life like the Nettles are and like so many others have chosen to do here at LifeVantage.
Yes, yes, and
Absolutely.
amen. And on that note, guys, it is also the last week of the month. So we have got to take all of this information, all of this excitement, everything that we have in our fingertips and everybody that you've already talked to, get them connected.
Channel it.
Pump it up.
Connected to a third-party validator, and let's help you invite them to join us.
Yeah, you know what I say? This is what I say very quickly. This is my favorite analogy. I call it the good movie analogy. It's very, very simple. If you treat LifeVantage like you treat this, you will have a really great next week. How many people, I don't know, whatever it was for you. For me, the movie that was the best movie I've seen in the last couple of years was The Greatest Showman. I saw The Greatest Showman, unbelievable. Me and my dad saw it together. We downloaded the soundtrack before we left the theater. We loved every bit of it. We were singing all the songs on the way home. Everything about that movie I thought was amazing. But for that entire next week after I saw that movie, every person I ran into, what do you think I did? Have you seen The Greatest Showman? Have you seen it yet? Oh my gosh, it's incredible. The music's amazing. Let me play you a song real fast. Holy crap, you got to hear it. It's so good. I annoyed every single one of my friends.
Yeah.
I was all over it. But do you think I cared if they went and saw The Greatest Showman? No. But I had such a burning desire because that movie moved me and it was so incredible. Get a burning desire for your LifeVantage business. Just, I mean, even if it's for the next week, just give it your all. Just go hard just because you can.
Right.
Just treat this like a good movie. Everyone you run into, the barista. Have you heard about LifeVantage before? What? No, what's LifeVantage? Oh my gosh, it's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. I've just been introduced to it. It's unbelievable. You got to check this out. You got 5 minutes when you go on break. I mean, literally, everybody. It's very, very simple. Just get that fire in you. Just run.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marry the process, divorce the result. Don't care about what anyone thinks. I wish I could remember because my father has an unbelievable quote about finding success, and has to do something along the lines of being able to handle the ignorance of small-minded people around you to be able to have long-term success in this business. But you're going to have small-minded people around you that are going to try to belittle your dreams and that are going to try to knock you off and try to literally knock you down that mountain that you're trying to climb up. The reality is like my father always talks about, is being that rock in the river. For the next week, be the rock in the river. Be unmovable, be unshakable, be bulletproof when it comes to LifeVantage.
Amen.
I tell people all the time, I am bulletproof. Come at me with everything you got. Load up a machine gun of all the excuses and all the drama and all the I don't have time you got, and fire it at me, and I will come back at you with nothing but solution after solution after solution after solution. So just be that for you, for your people for the next week, and have an incredible last week of the month.
Yes,
Absolutely.
everybody put your hands up. Woo! Let's go. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Taylor.
thank you so much, Taylor.
And Team Freedom Reigns, we love you. We appreciate you. We're here to serve you. So anything that we could do this week to help you close out strong and set goals to start really, really fast and hard next month, let us know. We're here for you.
Yep.
All right.
And Taylor, thank you for braving the storm to get on here, my friend. God bless you, brother.
Yes. Have a blessed night.
My pleasure.
Take care.
See you guys.
Bye.